All right, everybody, we've made it to day 30 in build. So, or number 30, kind of trying to stay away from our days and setting up. You can totally follow the day by day, but I do want you to be able to shift around and go back and forth and kind of pick up other numbers or days and workouts that you liked, that you want to work on more or build a little bit with. So today we are building balance. We have a good set coming at us, a little bit of everything, but our focus is going to be on making sure that we can try and hold our balance throughout all the moves. So we are going to be using, I have a set of 15s, 12s, 8s, and a 30. So something heavy and then a few kind of in between. And to get us geared up, we are just going to go ahead and go through some body weight balance warm-ups, starting with a drinking bird. So drinking bird is a body weight single leg deadlift. Grab deep through the core, shoulders pull back and down. Let's start on our left toe or our left foot. There are four corners technically in your foot, right? Your big toe, ball mound, your pinky toe, ball mound, and either side of your heel. And I want you to level off there. Grab deep through the core, shoulders back and down. And all we're going to do is just hinge forward. See if you can tap the ground. You don't have to. And then come back up. You can tap with your right foot at the top, that other foot, or you can try to stay balanced. There's two. The goal here is to try to keep your hips leveled as opposed to opening your lifting hip. 4, you should feel that hamstring grab, your glute. And I'm going barefoot, obviously, just to kind of give me a little bit more awareness in what's going on through my feet as I'm trying to hold and support balance. You can definitely go through the workout in your shoes as well if that's better for you. But getting some workouts barefooted is also extremely healthy and beneficial. Helps keep those muscles in the feet and the arches strong. They should be able to support the body and everything that's going on without all the cushion and support in those shoes. Okay, now we're going to do a figure 4 squat. So take your right leg, cross it over on top of your left knee, and you're going to create that figure 4. Flex your right foot, make that knee kind of go out nice and wide, and you're going to sit back and down, hold a split second, and then push back up. There's one. We're going to go 5 each side. So another little trick in balancing is kind of finding a spot on the horizon or on the floor that's not moving that you can keep track of, and it'll help you kind of hold that balance. Get your midline. Here's 5. And come on up. Nice little stretch there too. Okay, cross that other leg over. Remember, we're finding that the four corners of your foot on the supporting side. Belly locks in. 2, sit back on that heel on the ground. 3, let that knee that's crossed over push toward the ground. Can't remember if this is 4 or 5. Perfect. Okay. Back to the left leg for your balance. We're going to do a little Shiva squat. So you're going to take that right leg, cross it behind, pull the knee so that it's outside that left calf, and then come up. Try not to tap on the ground with that right leg. So bring it behind the calf, come up. There's 2. You need lots of core with balance. And there are days where you're just less balanced than others. So if this is a frustrating set for you, just, do your best and then come back, hit it up another day, see how it goes. Try not to give up on your balance. For those of you who've done single leg deadlifts with me for a while, I'm sure they started a little bit more frustrating and difficult than they are now. I know they did for me. And I still have my days, like I said. 3, 4, All right, how about a little bit of arm balance coming on down? Stretch over those legs, walk your hands forward. If you need to keep your knees on the ground for any reason, feel free. All right, we're going to start off with a plank. Just a high plank, shoulders up over those wrists, tuck through the tailbone, belly holds nice and strong. So have just a little bit of a wider base of support on your toes. Take your left hand and you're going to just lift it forward and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Grab deep into that belly. 3, 2, and 1. Switch to the other arm. 10, 9. Try to rotate through those hips and the shoulders so you're still squared off to the ground. 3, 2, 1. Plant your hand, lift your left toe. 10, 9, 8. Flex through that thigh, support the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, come back to your plank, and we're going to try for an awkward plank. So plant on your left toe and right hand, lift your right foot and your left arm. 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, and 1. Don't lose your low back. Everything strong, held firm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Drop onto those knees, hinge back, take a little child's pose. All right, fun little balance warm up. Go ahead and come to your hands and knees for me. Go through a couple cat-cow, check in with that back, and then we'll get started on our weighted set. All right, so we are going to start off with a single leg deadlift, 10 each side, and then we'll move on from there, holding the balance while adding in some other weighted moves with the arms. Okay, but we're just going to gear up with our single leg deadlift first. Hold your weight in your right hand. Your left leg plants onto the ground, flex deep into that core. Make sure that you feel that core flex and the back stay long as you hinge forward. Okay, so there's one. Extend the leg back long with the upper body. So a lot of times I see people hinge forward, then just kick the leg. And that's not what we're doing. We're working everything moving together. 5, you can tap your toe or try to keep it lifted. So that supporting left leg should start feeling the heat. Your hamstring and glute especially. And you want to try to keep your hips as level as possible. I'm not perfect at this either. It's something that I'm constantly trying to watch and focus on. But that's going to keep your low back happy and healthy. Here's our 10th, last one, is trying to keep those hips leveled off. All right. Think about what's going on with your back leg as well. It needs to stay straight and strong. Remember, it helps to find that spot on the ground that's not moving. Long back, long and strong. Flex into it. Use all those muscles that we built a few days ago. Our back set. Try to point that back toe or the back toes. You have more than one, I'm pretty for sure, at the ground. So flex that foot. Feel that leg and tushy build. Whew. Build that balance. 9. Soft knee. So the more that you bend that knee, more flexion You're going to get through that glute. Whew, those felt good. All right, enjoy both legs on the ground for a second. We're going to go back into a hinge, and we're going to do a row. Both arms at the same time. Okay, so we just got done balancing on our right leg, so let's go back to our left. Find your hinge first. Rotate through the hips, get them locked in. Now pull your elbows up. 10, 9, 8, we're not rushing. 7, use your back, not your neck. 6, try to keep those hips level. 2, and 1. Whew. Okay, other side. We're going to go into kickbacks. I'm going to switch to my 12s. All right, balancing on our right leg. Shoulders back and down. Make sure those hips are leveled off. Bring your elbows up. Kick back. We're going for 10. 5. Woo. If you need a little tap on that back leg, that's fine. 6. 8. So much to think about here. 10. Whew. Those were a little heavy. A lot changes when you don't have full balance and work from both legs. All right, here we go. We're going to go standing balance now with an overhead press. I'm just going to stick with my 12s. Kind of like that, have that really focused agenda with our build sets. So here it's balance. So I'm not going to over push my weight selection for the overhead press since I'm on one leg. All right, soft knee, make sure your quad, glute, calf, core, back are strong. And then we're going to press for 10, 2, 3, looks good, 6, keep that core solid, still watching your pelvis, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, we are going to do an overhead tricep extension with our other leg balanced. All right, find those 4 corners. Pull your left knee up, arms up straight, bend your elbows, weight goes back and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep scanning the body, get it all. 7, feeling those triceps. And 10. Perfect. All right, now both feet are going to be on the ground, but we're going to be a little bit still in an unbalanced position. So we're going to do a Sampson lunge, which is a traction lunge. So we're going to do a Sampson lunge combined with curls. So have your front foot right underneath your knee, curl the back toes under, and you're barely lifting your back knee up off the ground. Okay, so almost like a bear pose in that back knee. And then we're going to go curls. Find traction between the front heel and the back toes. Don't forget that core. 6, 9, and 10. Whew, definitely a different kind of balance. Felt more wobbly at the beginning than at the end. All right, you're going to go lighter now, and we're going to do a shoulder fly. I'll go this way so I don't run into the wall. All right, same thing, that Sampson lunge. And then once you're there, fly your arms wide. Curl those back toes under, lift barely off the ground. 5, locked core, 8, 10. Woo! Feeling good. All right, shake those legs out. We're just gonna do a lateral extension to knee tug in the front. So let's go back to that left leg balance, lock into the core, kick the leg out. I'm gonna try not to stand on the toe. Try that again. Kick the leg out, bring it in, tuck in front. 2. Be in control with that core, with your inner thigh on the supporting leg, the glute, the quad. 6. Want to try to keep my hips as level as possible. 8. Wrap around that core. 9. Flex that foot. Get that pull to the side. 10. Here we go. It's always fun switching the sides. 1, 2. You got it. 4. 5. Whew. 7. Notice how those feet have to work. Wobbling around is fine. 9. 10. Awesome. All right. Go into a quick downward facing dog. Drive those hips up and back. Lift one leg and then stack the hips. So bend your right foot back. Open and stack the hips. Drop your right foot. Lift the left leg. Bend your knee. Drop your heel behind. Stack, stagger those hips. All right. Good work, everybody. First set. Way to go. Now we're going to hit up set 2. Single leg deadlift on our right leg first. Left hand holds the weight. Long back, strong core. Take your time. Remember, you want to shoot that leg back at the same rate that the chest drops forward. You don't have to tap the ground with your weight. It's really more about getting that really good hinge. Feel the heat build. Try to keep those hips level. One more. Whew. All right, other side. Want to check in, notice what's going on with the leg, that knee, how it might be shifting in or out. We want to keep it lined up with those toes. If you have access to a mirror, maybe check in and see what your form looks like, especially at the bottom. What's going on with those hips? 9. Lots of core length in that back. And 10. All right. Next up, we're going to have those rows. All right, so we just finished with our left foot on the ground. So let's go back to the right. Lock in that core. Find your balance first. See if you can hopefully get your back, I can't look to the side, your back and leg in the same plane. Stretched and flat across. Roll those elbows straight to the ground. 7, 8, 10. Whew. Alrighty. Left leg on the ground. We're going kickbacks. Get your elbows up. 4, 5. I have already very sore triceps, so I'm going to shift it down. Good for you if you could just stick it going. Keep it up. 1 more for me. 10. Woo! Alrighty. Going up overhead. My left leg was just on the ground, so shifting to right. Find the 4 corners of that foot. Level off those hips. Here we go. 3. 7. And 10. All right. Now, left foot on the ground, right leg lifts. Use your core and back, thighs and glutes. 3. Remember, we want those elbows pinched in tight. 9 and 10. All right, we get that Sampson lunge. Left leg forward, right leg back. Get all the way on the ground first. Open that chest. Arms are set. Now then barely lift that back knee up off the ground. I can feel my body wanting to shift side to side. 5, elbows pinch in tight. Hold that balance. 8, 9, and 10. All right. Now we're going to do that shoulder fly. Right leg forward, left leg back. Definitely feel that leg build here as well. All right, here we go. Curl it under. 1, 2, 6. Looking good. Stick with it. 8. Use your back and shoulders. No neck. 10. Wowza. Alrighty. Now we're going to get that little body weight kick and extend. Extend. I'm going to start over. Extend. There it is. Tuck. You've got it. Use that core. Here we are, 10 and 10. Okay, other side. Kick and tuck. Have you figured out yet which leg you feel a little more balanced on? It's good to note, although I kind of try myself to not overthink it, because then my expectation is that it's going to be tougher on one side. So I try to be aware, but yet not overthink it. One more for 10. 10. Awesome. Okay, let's go back into that down dog with those stack stagger hips. Lift your right leg, bend your knee, stack that heel over the hip, and then let's go the other way. Lift your right or left leg, bend your knee, stack it over. All right, let's sneak in one last set. I think we need it. I think it'll be good. Okay. Left hand holds the weight. Right foot on the ground. All right. 10. Here we go. Focus. 3. Lots of flexions. Core, back. And of course those legs. Don't forget what your back leg is doing is important. 8, 9, and 10. Other side. Whew. 4, 5. Remember, everything moves together. 7. See if you can balance just on that one leg, if you can, and not tap your other foot down. 9 and 10. All right. Put your right foot on the ground, left leg up. Hit those rows. Pull your elbows. 2, 3, 4, 5. A little shifting's fine. And 10. All right, I'm gonna start with my 8s for kickbacks. No shame. Elbows are high. 4, 5. 8, 9, 10. Woo! Got a little wobbly there. Overhead. Press. Right leg on the ground. 4, 8, 9, 10. Okay, overhead triceps. Which one did I have up? There we go. Here we go. Squeeze those elbows in tight. 4, find that space between ears and shoulders. 8, 9, and 10. Alrighty, going into our Sampson lunge and curl. Curl those back toes under, find your balance. Sink low. 3, 5, check in, where's that core? Grip through those feet. 9, 10. Switch your legs. Get your setup. 10, 9, 8. Think strong balance thoughts. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Legs, arms. Okie doke. This time, I'm going to try to go a straight leg kick. You do what you want. Bend your knee. But instead of bending my knee to march up, I'm going to kick straight in front. 6, 7, 8, 9, woo, and 10. Almost had it. Side and front. 3. Remember, soft supporting knee. Use that quad, glute, core, flexion through that foot. Try to relax through the toes and find the 4 corners of the foot. 8, 9, 10. All right. Drop into your yogi squat. Knees nice and wide. Elbows push into the knees. Open that chest. Should feel good. Having that solid base of support. All right, and then we're going to pivot to the left. So go ahead and pivot to the left. Drop that back knee down. Open the hip flexor, tuck those hips under. Reach the arm up and lean. Keeping still contraction through the core. Okay, hinge back. Get that hamstring. Chest reaches toward those toes. Whew. Okay, let's hit up that pigeon. Cross your foot over to the other side of the mat. Do whatever you need to do with that back knee, but we want to get those hips, pelvis parallel to the ground, squared off. Nice big stretch through that hip of the front leg. Good job, everybody. Hopefully your balance day didn't beat you up too much. Some challenging moments. So important and healthy to get the body doing new things, different things. So I myself am trying to broaden the library for me and for you. Keep us guessing, keep us from getting bored or the body from getting lazy. All right, push up. Right? You get to the point where it's like, oh, I can just get through this. And part of that's good. Grab that core, find that shift, that tuck under, lift the left arm and lean. Part of it's good to not have to be constantly thinking about what you're doing. But especially for our little half-hour purposes, in order to really get all that you can from these 30 minutes and change. I'd extend the leg forward straight, that hamstring. It helps to really set in and find that extra little edge. And if you're eating and drinking well, resting well, you don't have an overly stressed lifestyle, and somewhat active throughout the day, meaning you don't sit all day. You don't have to be burning crazy calories or constantly sweating, but these 30 minutes are actually extremely adequate. Oh. Combine it with a walk or a jog, a cycle here and there, little yoga sessions, possibly. You'll be golden. All right, we're hitting in that pigeon. If you're doing these sessions in sync with me, we are nearing the end of the year, the beginning of a new year. So a lot of times it's a natural point in time to just kind of think ahead toward the next year, set up some goals. I like to focus on ability, physical goals, as opposed to size or weight loss goals, mindset, behaviors, habits, those sorts of things. So if you want some help developing or figuring those out, or even adhering to what you set up, give me a shout. All right, come up, hang over those legs. Let's grab both our elbows with the opposite hands, and then just let that body get pulled forward. All right, and then come on up. Perfect. Nice job. I will see you again very, very soon. Keep the work going.